In the advertisement for this car, it is shown jumping a huge sand dune somewhere in the UAE. And so we thought they would give us the car to drive at least in Jaisalmer, but that's not the case. So today here's a complete no-nonsense review of the Tata Sierra EV on the road. Let's just start with what I like best about the Sierra EV. It is performance. I'm driving the absolute top of the line model with the additional all-wheel drive system also. And a lot of you will be very happy to know that the Sierra EV is actually a rear-wheel drive car. And power is sent to the front wheels only when needed. Now, when we were parked on the side of the road, a couple approached us in a Honda Amaze and they wanted to move to an EV because they had a lot of running every day and maybe they just wanted a faster car. And when we showed them the acceleration of this car, they were mind blown. And it is definitely going to blow your mind if you're coming from an ICE. Because right now I'm doing 80 kilometers an hour on a highway and I press the throttle and suddenly I'm crossing 100 just like that, which makes overtaking extremely easy. So Tata's advertisement where they sent this thing off a sand dune seems a little bit more believable right now. After a few hours of driving the Sierra EV, I can say with confidence that this is the absolute best EV Tata has made ever. It is significantly better to drive than the Harrier EV also, and everything below it. Like most EVs, this one also has the battery in the floor, and that gives it excellent weight balance, and so it's extremely enjoyable to drive. Make no mistake about that. The steering also has enough feedback, and it is fun in a way. And the only limitation is from the tires because they start squealing very quickly and start sliding also if you push it too much on the blacktop. But otherwise, for a city drive and for people who just want to use it to commute on the highway and all, you'll enjoy driving this one. Now, usually when a car's handling is very good, its ride quality suffers, and this one thankfully has the right balance. It's not an extremely sharp handler, but it is not uncomfortable also, so that balance I really enjoy, at least from the front seats. We'll bring you an update from the back shortly. There are very few things I pay attention to in the interior of a car. I need very little in the cabin to make me a happy driver. One of them are comfortable seats, which it has. The second one are ventilated seats, which it also has, and it's quite good. Third one is a good air conditioner. This one is decent but not amazing. Fourth is the sound system, and there Tata has outdone themselves. The value of everything I've told you comes down to real life situations. Like for example, you're coming back after a date or your wife has just fought with you. How do you make it up to them? You sit them down on these very comfortable seats, switch on ventilated seats, and then play music. And that will make a significant difference. If it doesn't, let me know. If it does, also let me know. But if it goes very wrongly for you, don't let me know. All right, you join me in the back seats of the Sierra. Now, when I buy a car, and I'm looking at the back seats, I'm looking at 3 or 4 major things. First of all, I don't care about a sunroof. If it does not, there also doesn't matter to me at all, but this one has it, so yeah, well done. Sun blinds, absolutely necessary in today's day and age, because if I have my mother or a lady friend or anybody in the back seats, I don't want creeps staring at them from inside, and we can't have tinted glasses anymore. So this one is a must-have. Comfortable seats, which also this car gets, but unfortunately there is no ventilated seats. I know it's asking for too much, but it would have been good because you're paying so much money. And it's a nice roomy place to be in. I am 6'1" and this seat is sent quite far ahead, but then I have all the leg room, all the knee room, thigh room, under thigh support, everything that is required. So if it had the same thigh support extender that the front seats have, would have been great, but unfortunately it's not there. Down here we have the rear AC vents, which is a plus point. We also have charging ports. One of this car's biggest competitors has buttons on the front seat that send the front seat front and behind. That button is not available here. If it was there, would have added significant value in this segment. Because I'm quite surprised at how comfortable I am in the second row of the Sierra. Right now also we went through some very bad road and I barely felt it. Good suspension and great ride quality even in the back seats. I almost forgot to mention a couple of things. Yesterday at the track, I braked from more than 100 kilometers an hour without my hands on the steering wheel, and the car came to a stop in a dead straight line, and that was extremely impressive. Second is these extendable under-thigh support for the driver and passenger seats, and it makes a world of difference. Small addition, huge difference. The Sierra EV is an extremely simple car to summarize because what Tata has done is make an incredibly good electric vehicle that does better in all parameters when compared to their ICE Sierra, because it is more enjoyable to drive, it handles better, is more comfortable, has more features, and is a lot safer if we look at their tests and everything. But then, if not a Tata consumer, who does this speak to? This speaks to a lot of people who want an EV with a lot of range and all-wheel drive ability, but not the size of the Harrier. And that way, I think Tata has a winner on their hands. As things are right now, if you have a puncture with the Sierra EV, you will have to learn how to fix it using a puncture kit, because this car does not come with a spare wheel. That is why its boot is a bit deeper than the Harrier EV. But then Tata told me today that they are working on it, they are thinking about it, and if there's enough demand, they can accommodate a spare wheel inside. After having driven this car for so long, if your question to me is, do I believe this thing actually made it to the top of the sand dune in UAE? I genuinely don't know. But what I can tell you is that this is really a very good Tata electric car. In fact, I would say this is the best Tata electric car right now because it has the right levels of performance, handles beautifully, has very good materials inside the cabin, and nothing feels cheap or like an afterthought. And these three things combined are what make a good car. And the Sierra EV is definitely a good car. But again, once again, do note that I have absolutely no idea about the service or after sales. Plus, this is the absolute top end model with all-wheel drive. So does it change down the variant? That also we do not know right now. But if there is anything else that you want to know, do ask me in the comments and we will reply to you promptly. This is Joshua signing off for MAT.